Good morning, great listeners, and welcome to today's program, our regular program, Financial and Economic Wellness, on your favorite station, 94.9 Wash FM. My name is Olale Kondabiri, and I'm glad you are with us today. Today's topic is very close to home for many Nigerians: how to escape death without miracle money. How to escape death without miracle money. Let me start with a simple truth. Most people did not enter death because they were reckless. They entered death because life happened. They've got bills to pay, salary is delayed, school fees, staring them in their faces, medical bills are just there to be paid, business slowdowns for people who are into businesses, there are huge of family responsibilities locking around, and so they've got to sort this financial pressure one way or the other. And so most often people resort to taking loan from one place or the other. And in Nigeria of today, there are so many loan companies and loan institutions that are ready to give you loan, even without standing from your sitting room or from your room or from anywhere you are. You can apply for loan and get it instant. So it's so easy. And so if guy is not thinking, one will just find himself a mesh and bury in debt. So one small loan, before you know it, become two. It becomes so many, thereafter. And before long, phones started ringing from morning till night. Then people start saying, don't worry, miracle money will come. Miracle money will come. And where would that miracle money come from? You are just expecting money, come from anywhere. Money that you don't even plan, you don't even work for, but you just believe that miracle money will come. But let's be honest, miracle money really comes. Miracle money really comes. What usually comes is more interest, more pressure, more stress. More interest in the sense that you have to pay interest on the loan that you have collected. More pressure will come from from your creditors, and stress will come upon the fact that you are put under unnecessary pressure from your creditors, because you have borrowed money in different companies or in different loan provider, and so you've got pressure from different angles. So you are stressed perpetually. You are stressed because of this pressure that you are getting from these various lender. So today we are going to be talking about real solutions for real people, not magic, not shortcut, just practical step anyone can follow. And so, but don't forget, we may just have 5 to 10 minutes for you to contribute to this program today. I'm sorry, I'm starting I'm starting significantly late today, but it's just some factors, extraneous factors are beyond my control. But stay with us as we look into these various steps to escape debt without miracle money. Now, the first step for you to take to escape debt without miracle money is accept the reality. You accepting the reality. And what is that? What do we mean by you accepting the reality? Let's begin with the first step. The first step is for you to be honest with yourself. Honesty. Be honest with yourself. If you want to escape debt, you must first face it. You must first face it. How do you face it? You've got to ask that question: who am I owing? Who am I owing? Who am I owing? How much? You need to ask yourself how much you owe. Then, what are the various due dates of this money that you have owed? And then, what are the interest or penalties payable on this loan that you have taken, It may even be from just one organization, but what is the interest that is due, or what are the penalties that is due on those loans that you have collected because of the fact that you have not been able to meet your repayment on due dates. So you don't have to guess, you don't have to hide, you just must ask yourself those honest questions, and you must answer those questions by yourself honestly. So debt will grow in darkness. Debt will grow in darkness. It shrinks in daylight. Grows in darkness because you are not being able to ask yourself those fundamental questions, those necessary questions, those questions that are extremely necessary for you to be able to get out of this debt problem. So you cannot fix what you refuse to face, and that is very true. You cannot fix what you refuse to face. So it is extremely important for you to face it, ask yourself those questions, and then take steps, and answer those questions as objective as possible. And you cannot, I said, you cannot fix what you refuse to face. And please hear this clearly. Being in debt does not make you a bad person. Being in debt does not make you a bad person. It just means you are in a difficult, season. You are in a difficult season. And if you take those, practical steps, and consciously too, it is a phase in one's life which one will definitely get out of with a conscious and deliberate effort. Another step is for you to stop digging deeper. Is for you to stop digging deeper. Now, this part is hard, but extremely important. It is very hard, but it is important if you can face it objectively. If you are serious about escaping debts, you need to stop taking new ones, taking new loans, stop borrowing to pay old loans, and stop using credit for life cycle or for lifestyle. You need to stop taking new loans. If you already have so many loans, you need to stop taking new loans and stop borrowing to pay old loans. That is, some people will say, okay, let me take this loan to refinance the one that I've taken before. No, if you are doing that, it will become a circular flow of way of life for you, because you will say, if I'm not able to pay you and I'm able to get another loan, then I will get that one and use it to pay the one that I'm owing before. Even have some little change for me to be able to spend. If you are doing that, you are matching and burying yourself further in debt. And you need to stop using credit for your lifestyle. What you cannot achieve, what you don't have means of achieving, don't bother yourself, because if you think you are going to get loan and because there are easy way or easy loan for you to take, and you want to live those lifestyle that your financial capacity cannot sustain, you will definitely be treading on the path of debts. Using debt to finance your lifestyle, and it will become problem for you. Borrowing to survive is actually understandable. You can't borrow to survive, but borrowing to impress people is a very dangerous thing. So you cannot climb out of a hole while still digging. You cannot climb out of a hole while still digging. I'm going to go for a short breather. I will be back, and when I'm back, we'll continue on those steps. Yeah, you are welcome back. We are still looking at the steps that you can take to escape death without resorting to miracle money. Miracle money, just like I said, they are not just there. So another step you can take is for you to cut back without shame. Cut back without shame. What do we mean by that? For now, you need to separate needs from wants. You need to separate needs from wants. What are your needs? Your basic needs are just food, rent, transport. And your wants can include, for now, outings, new clothing, unnecessary subscriptions, social spendings, those are things that if you don't do, you are not going to die. You'll still survive. So oftentimes people, domestically or on a private life or personally, what they do basically to, that keeps them, into debt problem is for them to be financing their wants with debts. If you're doing that, you are going to put yourself in trouble. So if a good step for you to be able to escape those debt problems is for you to be able to separate your needs from your wants. So debt freedom requires a temporary sacrifice. If you want to, escape from, debt problem, you need to make temporary sacrifice. May not just be for long, but temporarily, because you just want to escape that problem. So you need, to do what? To make sacrifice and, forget about some of your wants that are not, necessary for your sustenance in life. So it is not punishment though, but it is a strategy. Another step that you can take is to simply, or is to, have a simple repayment plan. Is to have a simple repayment plan. You don't need complicated system. Just choose one. You can choose, either, you clear small debts first. That is, pay off the smallest loan quickly, and it gives you motivation so that you pay small and move from small debt to paying those big ones that you have. Or you want to clear the highest interest loan first. And if you do that, you are attacking the loan charging the most, and then pick one, and then you stay consistent in doing that. Before you know it, you have cleared all those debt that are hanging on your neck, giving you sleepless nights, and leading to your mental health, or affecting your mental health. Even small payment matters. If you start on a small basis, before you know it, you will clear what you have owed. Just like I was telling somebody, yesterday, you are owing money and you are not making effort to pay. Start by paying it small. Before you know it, you will have cleared the loan. So progress is better than perfection. If you are waiting to get all the money to pay all the money in one fell swoop, you may not be able to do that. Another step is for you to talk to your creditors. Talk to your creditors. Many people avoid lenders out of fear, but silence makes things worse. I don't have money to pay now, so you keep silent. That is not the way to go. The way to go is to talk to your creditor, tell them the challenges you are having that makes you, to miss the payment. And perhaps you can find way, when you are doing that, call your creditor, explain your situation, ask for time, or ask for restructuring of the debt that you are owing. Some will listen and some won't, but you need to try. Remember, owing money is not a crime. Avoiding communication only increases pressure. Another step is for you to find small extra income. Find small extra income. You don't need a big breakthrough. Look for small additions. Maybe weekend jobs, tutoring, small trading, freelance work, or helping someone's business. Even if it is 10,000 naira extra weekly that you are making, you can change your debt story. So small steps matter. Another step is for you to build a small emergency buffer. Saving something small every week, even if it is 1,000 naira every week that you are saving, what you are doing is that this will help you stop every small problem from becoming another loan. It will stop every small problem from becoming another loan, because if you have small problem, if you don't have money to cater for it, you may resort to borrowing money again. But if you have made some provisions for taking care of such things when they happen, you will not go back to borrowing money to solve those emergencies. So you don't actually need perfection for this. You need protection. Now, the effects of you having debt problem is the issue of mental health. Because if you owe so many people, so many institutions. You are being called, dragged out every now and then. You get so many demand letters from your creditors. I don't know how strong anybody could be, to withstand those pressures from creditors when they are coming. And if care is not taken, it will affect your mind and eventually affect your mental health situation. You may begin to lose sleep. You may begin to feel ashamed. You may begin to feel isolated, because some people will just look at you and say, well, I don't want to go to him, because if I go to him or if I call him now, the next thing is for him to start asking for money. So they want to isolate you. But you need to remember, you are not your death. This is a season, not a life sentence. If you take a very good step and conscious one to and deliberate effort, to solving that problem, I can tell you, you can solve it. So talk to someone. Don't carry it alone. And if you, do that, talk to people, find a way and let people help you out. Not necessarily giving you money, but giving you advice on where to go about it. If you don't know, you will surely solve that problem. So great listeners, remember, there is no miracle money. There is only discipline, honesty, small sacrifices, and steady action. Debt freedom does not come overnight. It comes one decision at a time. If you are struggling today, don't give up. Make a plan. Start small. Stay consistent. This season will pass. It's a phase, and that phase will surely pass. Thank you for listening. My name remains Olale Kondabiri. Join us next time, and I'm telling you, we're going to start 10 sharp by the grace of God for another practical conversation on financial and economic wellness. Have a pleasant remainder of the weekend. Thank you so much. Have I tried?